Sorry, my mic might be dog shit, but this is the start of your VOD. This is so exciting for all of us. So you're on Kiriko. I don't know if you're going to stay Kiriko the whole time, but Kiriko is a lovely hero. Let's see what we're working with. Our comp is not too bad. We got the classic Monkey, Sombra, Lucio.
Time to take action.
So my first thought, especially if I'm on Kiriko, I'm not going to be just pushing main with my team for a start. I probably am going to peek out here and get maybe climb up here, get some sort of off angle, and then if my team needs heals, I'll TP to them. But you're just with Kiriko in general, you're not usually just going to be stacking with your team. The most value you get out of Kiriko is just being, you know, like a little assassin, being annoying, getting attention from the enemy team, and then TPing back out. Because your character is a really good kit, and that's the best thing that she can do. So we see they have a Junkrat,
Soothing your wounds.
and you also hear that they have a Sombra of their own. I probably kick it with my Ashe here. I walk point with my Ashe. Your Sombra, if your Sombra loses this duel, it's her fault. It's a good cleanse, but it sucks that your cleanse has to be used on this because your Sombra took a bad duel. Like, I probably don't even cleanse it. But I would have, yeah, you see your Ashe take space here. I would have walked with my Ashe. This Junkrat's low. You guys probably could have killed it together. He may die, I'm not sure. But that's my first instinct.
This is your lucky day.
That's your Lucio's fault. You can't do anything about that.
Unlocked.
I stay with my Ashe there, and I don't
Take
my
the objective.
Because your monkey was full health at that time, he didn't really need help, but your Ashe here is very vulnerable, and I would have tried to stay with her a little more.
Come on.
And here you just get out. Good TP. Good damage. I again try and just start looking for a different angle. Maybe I come through these stairs, I take some pop shots here, or I come right side, fight this Junkrat more, you know, carefully. You know, this is a very spammy lane. This works for Junkrat way more than it works for your guys' team. This is the tiniest corridor ever, and he can just get free damage on you. And I can definitely imagine somebody either dying right here, or they get 1 HP, because your guys are going to try and cross through this lane. So you yourself are going to take a little off angle, either right here, just do something, even just right here, poke out, careful of hook. Just try not to have too much downtime. Your monkey's going to engage in, has no bubble. See, this lane is really hard for your team to cross through. Your monkey is gonna jump, probably without bubble. I imagine he does not have bubble. Your monkey not having bubble is not your fault. Your monkey should never jump without bubble. Good try on the yeah, this lane right here is just like full for their advantage. You have two basically shotgun characters, tiny lanes. You're gonna want to open it up here. You're gonna want to help take space for your team that they need, because this space is just not good for them to contest. And then your monkey there, that's not something you can help anyway, because he jumped in without bubble and he got hacked and he didn't play it correctly.
Arigato.
Your Ashe and your Lucio should be chill.
You're all good.
I know they're antied, but I don't cleanse this because my Ashe, I just expect my Ashe to just peek out of cover and she's gonna wait the anti off. Because now their enemy team is like, oh my god, Kiri no cleanse, Kiri no cleanse. You know, if they're better, they have EMP at this time, and they may go in and just fully run at you EMP this because you have no cleanse now. Or whatever, you know. I try and keep that cooldown as much as I can, because a lot of time people use it very fast. And it's the deciding factor for every fight. instead of cleansing that, I would just TP to my Lucio because it'll cleanse the anti instead of having to use the actual cleanse ability. TPing to anybody will get rid of the anti.
Let the kitsune guide you.
You're trying to touch point. Kind of have to trust your monkey to do that. I can't tell if this is ranked or unranked, so I mean it's hard if you're not communicating or just in general. You don't trust anybody to touch point. I don't either. I get it, but I would have Curicle ulted right here, just in a different lane, or I would have gone right here and Curicle ulted, because this is a lot easier of a lane for your team to cross than right here. But you used your Curicle when you need to. That's good. I just would have done it in here, and I would have trusted my monkey to touch, because sometimes, even if you don't trust that they're going to touch, that's just the right thing to do. Your tank will touch. Especially since he's close to Primal. If he played better, he would have had Primal. He could stall it out more.
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
Team's gonna ult to engage. You guys
Let's
probably
get back
lose
to
this. Yeah, seems like you're losing this one. Unlucky. You guys have a Reaper now.
Market lost. Next, flashpoint.
Kind of a shit pick.
Garden.
However,
Zarya,
you have a Zarya
ready
now.
for duty.
It's alright. The Reaper's engaging. In here too, you can engage in yourself. Like, you're having a lot of downtime right now. When as Kiriko, you're the perfect hero to just be just like right here. Just like shooting this Junkrat right here, shooting this Ana, or going closer with your Reaper and seeing what he's shooting at. You know, just seeing what your teammates are doing. What are your teammates looking at, and can you help them look at that? You know, you're the perfect hero to just be taking these random angles. Make their Ana freak out. Oh my god, Ana stairs, guys! And then she uses her sleep, and she probably misses it. You know, you're baiting out cooldowns for your team so that they have an easier time walking across. So just general uptime, being in a position where you can get the enemy's attention. Okay, you're shooting at a
Unlocks
Junkrat.
in 10 seconds.
Good awareness.
My ultimate is almost charged.
So
Your prospects are looking better.
that's your Reaper's fault. I don't cleanse that because I trust my Reaper to have Wraith. Let's see if he does, and it's bad. Okay, he Wraithed in. This is entirely his fault, and he is bad at the game. So, I mean, you can try cleansing him, but you should just you should trust your Reaper to not Wraith in to 4 people.
Your prospects are looking
That's not
better.
your fault, that's his fault.
Flashpoint.
And since you have a Zarya now,
Into their
she
camp.
has bubbles. She'll most likely have her bubbles, and bubbles are her own cleanse. So if you see your Zarya anti and she's like half HP, I try not to worry about it if you see that she has bubbles for herself. So that too, with your comp, your Reaper has Wraith, your Zarya has bubble, and your Sombra has TP. These are all things that will cleanse the anti if they get antied. So you try and keep track of their cooldowns to see if they need it. Just wanted to say that up front now. Just for future knowledge.
EMP activated.
So we're full engaging now. Your team want to see EMP, your team EMPs, you just walk in fast as hell, you know? Because even if like, oh, we're down 1, we shouldn't be EMPing, your Sombra did that, so you're going to intin with it, you know, whether it's the good player or not. Because you'd rather do something fully with your team than have some of your team do something and you stand behind. So as soon as I see this EMP, I'm just full walking in, mini, and I'm fighting this Sombra, or I'm fighting this Junkrat. I just walk the fuck in, you know? We get active. We get an active with the EMPs. But you see that now? Fun is fun. This fight probably works out. Alright, you guys are chilling. Y'all are chilling. Chilling like a villain. And so right now I'm thinking about what ults they have. They've had a Brick for a while, they've had a Junk for a while, and they've had a Sombra for a
Still
while.
waiting on EMP.
We have not seen those ultimates.
Kaiki.
So in my head, I'm worried about EMP, and I don't play super stacked with my team. I'm probably like right here, or I'm right at this window. Or I may even be right here. taking a pop shot to this Junkrat and then I TP to my Reaper or my Sombra or somebody else. Like, I'm not stacked with my team because of EMP and just the general nature of Kiriko. You can just wall climb over this or whatever, you know? That's what I'd be doing. And then again with the cleanse there, you just have to trust that your Reaper has Wraith. And I'm gonna bet that he does. He does have Wraith. So, you know, this is his ability, it gets him out of anything that he wants. And your cleanse ability is really important. And so, if your Reaper doesn't have Wraith there, that is his own fault, and it can't be something that you throw your cooldown out for.
Damn it.
BMP, good shot. Okay.
You're taking the objective.
Let yourself die. Good. Just reset. So they use GMP and they use Virgle. They got Nano
There's
and Junkrat's
foul
Iron
and
now.
foul is
You wanna
fair.
hear this?
So just general ult tracking is good when you're in games. So that you can just play accordingly.
Group up with me.
Your Zarya's fucking annoying. You guys are already there. Even if your Zarya, if your tank ever starts doing this shit, just don't. Just don't. If you're on Kiriko, like I would already like you can just already be walking up somewhere, and just like taking attention away from people. You know, it's like this shit right here. We're like waiting for 12 people to group up and spawn for the perfect touch. When you're already like 70% to cap, you don't have time for this. Your team doesn't have time for this. You need to go in and make something happen and get their attention. Like this is shit that loses fights. People that are like, group up guys, group up. You guys don't have time. Your Lucio's are already engaging here and he's already half HP. One fire strike, this fucker is dead. And everyone else is sitting in spawn waiting for something to happen when you guys need to make something happen. So I would not, this Zarya is annoying as hell. They're trolling. And I just would ignore them and I'd be up here or something. I'd take pop shots right here. Just anything. Or I'd be with my Lucio, making sure he doesn't die. Because he's in a dangerous position. So basically, if you're this close to like losing the point, you can't just sit and spawn waiting to group up when half your team is already here. Like, who gives a shit about your Sombra not being out yet? She's Sombra. She gets there fast, you know? Like, we gotta get active. They're gonna cap the point. You gotta get your rush. You know, you gotta get your stuff. You're tired. I think your Lucio expected that you'd cleanse both of them. Unlucky. Dying is important for you not to die here, but it's also important for your Lucio not to die because he's 10% off beat and you're 10% off rush. I either would have just fully ran away or I would have been here with my Lucio and cleansed us both. Because he sees that you're behind him and he's like, okay, my Kiriko has cleansed, she's gonna cleanse us both and we'll be fine. And, well, this poor guy. What is he to do? Fuck. Anyway, he expected you to cleanse him, that's why he stands still, you know, so that's unlucky, miscommunication. Either you just try and TP out right away, or you stick it out and cleanse both you guys. Try to. It's a hard timing, but it's something that you can get. You did it for yourself. You can do it for both you guys. So unlucky.
Manifesting.
Next point.
Flashpoint.
We can bring this back. I believe in us.
Thank you. Boom.
I don't give up that easily. My ultimate is almost ready.
My sound barrier is almost ready.
Alright, so you guys are approaching on your ults. I
Flashpoint
instantly
unlocks
open this
in
fight
10
up with my ult. Like, as soon as they start walking on the point, I instantly rush. Because this is just your game-winning ult. You have the best ultimate in the entire thing. Like, right now, I ult right now.
Come on.
But we're gonna hold it.
Fire at will.
Grab. Virgo.
Let the kitsune guide
Now
you.
we Kiriko ult. But honestly, and we Reaper ult, but I honestly honestly, this Kirikul is late, and you guys probably don't win this fight. I know it looks good right now, but I'm already kind of seeing that you guys probably won't win this fight. Because just the ult was late and the momentum is gone. Shy.
For every bad, there's some good.
Oh, mega crits.
Protected.
Yeah. Nice.
My future's bright. EMP activated.
Yeah, we have to EMP. Like, we had to use every single ultimate on our team to get this fight salvageable. Where if we had just Curie ulted from the start, there's a much better chance of us winning that. We Curie ult and probably grab something, and then it's over. But we had to use every single one of our ults to get this fight to be won. And I think we win this. We should win this. Oh, we're not winning this. Oh. Wow. Okay. So the cleanse is fine. I would have wall climbed more. Or I mean, it can be like finicky with wall climb not working. But I would have tried to wall climb more to something. You wall climb up here. You get to stall out on this little thing, this little wall thing right here. Just give it more escape. Or I would have TP'd to somebody else earlier. But since this Brig is committing on you, and it's not really a favorable 1v1 for you, I would have backed up really hard, wall climb everything, maybe even jump off the map right here and wall climb up just to get her out of your LLS. Just something like that. But yeah, it's super unlucky. We had to ult dump every single ult that we had just to lose the point. And now we have a really bad disadvantage because they're gonna have EMP, Tire, Brig, Ana, and we don't have anything.
Feels like Mercury's in retrograde.
And it's just because you need to get a little more active, you know? Like, a lot of stuff can be avoidable if you're just in there more. Like, I know it can be scary. You know, they have a Sombra. If I'm out of position, she'll hack me and I'll be dead. But you're Kiriko. The hack lasts for, like, 1 second. Sombra is shit against you as a Kiriko. Like, if I'm ever playing Sombra, I'm not going for their Kiriko ever. Because that is just such an unfavorable 1v1 for me. So, even if you're scared of, like, getting caught out by a Sombra or whatever, you'll be fine. And even potentially, like, you could have been helping your Sombra out a little bit, like, with anything that they're engaging on. Like, if you're on an off angle with your Sombra and you guys are tag teaming shit together, like, this game is really free. But, we'll see how it goes out right now. The game clock is low, so I think we lose this game. But just getting active on Kiriko is just the best way to secure any game that you have. You can't do anything about that. Your Sombra didn't TP out. Sombra is a shit hero.
Get ready
Are you
for
loading a
the show.
shadow?
Not a great cleanse. Just because something is antied does not mean you have to cleanse something. Like, it's not an insta-kill ability. Like, even the Sombra is never gonna kill that Reaper. Like, he had his Wraith and everything, so, like, it's pre-fight, you can imagine that your Reaper will have his Wraith, nothing's happened yet, so I don't cleanse that for my Reaper. Tired.
I foresee you'll need me.
Good job.
We're outnumbered. Stay sharp.
Yeah, I think when you chose to, let's see, go back more. You chose to cross through this way instead of just crossing through right here, and I think that killed the fight a little bit. Play it out more. Ah, shit. So, your Arissa's right here, and then you choose to cross through this way, when I think you could have been right here.
Ready for a
And you
show.
would have had more info and everything. You'd still be able to TP away from this Junkrat tire and stuff. But you would have been more active in the fight right here. And you could have had cleanse for your Ursa instead of that Reaper. And it just gives you a lot more space. I think going through this hole, it unintentionally just really takes you out of the fight, and it makes it really hard for your team to recontest. Do you realistically win this game? No. But it's about doing the best things that you can. And who knows, these guys could fuck up. The Sombra could TP off the map on accident. Things can happen and make games winnable, and you just always want to play like it can be won. You know, you may as well try that. But basically, some footnotes for you. Get more active, go on an off angle, take some pop shots. I don't care if you miss every single shot. Your presence there is good enough, because if they have the awareness of even just a walnut, they will go, hey, Kiriko, on our right, guys, careful, and then you TP out and you take their attention. And if you do land some shots, oh, that's Honest Nade used, oh, that's their Kiri's cleanse, oh, that's brick packs put on, you know, it's cooldowns that you're forcing. And you're the perfect hero to do that, because you have the ability that gets you out of places through walls and cleanse, and you can get a lot of value by just getting active like that. Being just a heal bot on Kiriko, it can work, I'm sure, and games can be won like that, but it's really hard to win games like this. As you can see, your team played worse than them, and it's super hard for you to win that game if you're just healing your team. But if you're trying to make angles happen and get more space for your whole team to use, then it's more likely you can win that game. So get more active. Don't use cleanse on teammates so freely, especially if you know they have abilities that can negate any damage or anti. Zarya Bubble, Reaper Wraith, Sombra TP. Like, if your Sombra is losing a 1v1, it's not super, like, it's not your job to help her win that 1v1. She's a solo character, and she's taking duels that are far away from you. So it's not your job. Either way, you get what I'm saying. So get more active, don't use cleanse so freely, and be proactive with your ult. Because just pretty much any Kiri ult that isn't like a 5v1 will be a good Kiri ult. So opening up any fight with a Kiri ult will be good. But anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I hope you don't think I was being mean. I'm just riffing. I'm not trying to be mean at all. Like, I'm just talking. So apologies if I sounded mean during the bot. I really didn't mean it. But yeah, I'll send this to you when it's ready.